The best thing we can do for a child is offer him or her a good quality education. And I think, once again, in Rhode Island, test scores show that we haven't been doing that very effectively. I support Commissioner Gist in her efforts to turn schools around and to make them effective organizations for our kids. I also support the Urban Education Task Force recommendations for both preschool focus and after-school programs so that kids keep learning all the time. They're prepared to learn. Even after school, they continue to learn. I visited with the After School Alliance a couple of weeks ago, and I was amazed at some of the programs that they are beginning to get into a lot of our school districts. Kids can learn math from basketball. They can learn geometry from sailing. There's all kinds of neat programs that will make sure that a children's mind is continuing to work even after they're out of the classroom. Again, I think the term I used earlier about a holistic approach to kids and to people and to getting especially youngsters out of poverty is we've got to focus on the right things, meaningful things, things we can measure, things that make sense, especially for children, things that they'll get engaged in, make learning fun, but we also need to make sure that we're teaching them the right things. Studies have shown that times have changed. We're looking at a 21st century economy with 21st century jobs, and in some cases, we're still teaching our kids 20th century subjects. We need to ramp up real quickly. We're falling behind, not just in the United States, but in the world, in terms of how our kids are faring. So we have to look at curriculum. What's the best curriculum that our kids need? And do our teachers have the tools to teach those our kids the right subjects in the right ways, and that the outcomes will be such that they'll get these jobs and be able to be self-sufficient and climb their way out of poverty. It's all interrelated, it's all organic. We can't look at it in a vacuum. And I'm really excited about some of the changes we're going to see in education. And I believe and I support with what Frank said a moment ago. You know, education needs to be about the kids, not about the adults in the system. We spend more time arguing over adult benefits and pensions and seniority when it's the kids that are the most important. That's where the focus needs to be, and I think we need to take a holistic approach, a tough approach in some instances, because the kids just have one chance, and if they're not learning when they're real little in elementary school, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher. And the best thing that government can do is to make sure that our public education system is offering children, all children, a pathway to success, to get a job, and a pathway out of poverty.